I'm Tate Brombal.
Hi, I'm Werther Dell'Edera.
And we are at ComicsOnline.
Gentlemen, congratulations. You get to explore the Green Lantern world and return to more of a tangent-inspired Elseworlds story. So we're very excited for your all-in book.
Yeah, we are so excited to be playing just with a Green Lantern and a new one in a world that I think has so much potential still. And we've gone and burned it all down. And it's a post-apocalyptic tangent universe now. So.
So let's talk about your take on the Green Lantern mythos. We know that it's inspired by the tangent story, but is it really a new character, a new starting point, or do we have to have some backstory with the tangent elements before?
No, this is like a total clean slate. We've kind of picked and pulled everything we love about Green Lanterns in general and made like a totally accessible story. It's a brand new character, Rina Mori. She tangent Green Lantern. Everyone will have to read it to see how she plays into it, but you don't even need to know who she is, so it's fine. But we've kind of pulled the character back to the Green Lantern roots of more magical-based powers. Alan Scott originally kind of like wished upon like a lamp and things would happen. He was directly inspired by like Aladdin and his magical lamp. So we've returned the Green Lantern title to magic instead of science fiction based. It's not energy constructs. She had literally, or a power ring. She has a Green Lantern literally with a green flame. And she is a little bit witchy, which is really cool and fun.
For the art style for this book, what inspired you? What are you drawing upon for your iteration of Green Lantern?
Well, generally I have a lot of inspiration, a lot. So I can stay here and enumerate each of them. So probably lately I'm looking a lot of Silver Age DC stuff. So there are a lot of inspiration over there, from characters to art style, like Doom Patrol or the first Batman. Yeah, I'm always have a look over there. Yeah,
I've always been a fan of the Elseworlds books with DC and getting to explore different iterations of the characters. I guess for you guys, what is so special about Green Lantern, or what really attracted you to doing this story in particular?
For me, it all came back to the function of the Green Lantern and going to like the iconic core of how they operate on willpower or wish making, but like the source of what they're able to do is from willpower. And kind of if they're lacking that willpower, then they won't be a great Green Lantern, basically. The core of who Rina is came from that idea of what if there's a Green Lantern who barely has the willpower to get up in the morning, to like get ready, to shower. So, because it's the end of the world, and the story kind of came from the recent years of that struggle of just seeing, just like 2020 onwards, and being like, how do you function and how do you like fight for a world when it feels kind of hopeless? And because willpower is so important to a Green Lantern, what if there is one who is struggling with that willpower, with that hope? So that's going to be her journey, because every other superhero has kind of been wiped out, and she's become a symbol of hope for the people who are left. And she has the weight of that on her shoulders, which isn't totally fair, but also like she has the power to save people. And she kind of needs to find the willpower to harness that and like decide to do that. And like, where does willpower come from? Where do we find hope? And that's the core of her, and that's the core of our story across the 7 issues.
So my last question for you both, I love hearing origin stories. I love hearing how you got started in comics or what your first comic was. What is your first memory with relation to comics, and what does it mean to you?
My earliest memories were like Archie comics. But my earliest DC comic memory literally is an Elseworld book. When I was like at my uncle's house, and I was like just on the couch, and I was like, and he knew I liked comics, but he was like, "Have you read this one?" And he like showed me Kingdom Come, and I was like, "No, what's that?" And he just like sit down and like handed me. He had every single like the single issues, and I sat there for the rest of the night and read every single one, and it was just like it changed my perspective on what's possible with superheroes, because I'd never seen Superman like that. I'd never seen these iconic characters like kind of in this new version. And like how it still stays true to them, but you see a new side of them. So that was huge for me. So like it's crazy now to be like working on an Elseworlds book, because like it was my first DC book. It like really showed me like what's possible with comics and also superheroes. So that's like a really important one for me.
I just spent some time with Mark Waid yesterday,
Cool.
and we definitely talked about Kingdom Come.
Cool.
So very important one for me too.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Well, my first step into DC world has been Dark Knight Returns. Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns has been something that blew my mind when I read it. I was pretty young. After that, I've read Batman Year One too. So, but you know, as a really because I'm from Italy. In Italy, we have lost a lot of years of DC stuff during the 80s and the first years of the 90s. At some point, they started to publish it regularly, and when they started, my first step in that case, and it was really a step in the DC universe, has been Cosmic Odyssey and Legends by John Byrne and Joe Strander, if I remember. And that was so beautiful. I've got all I feel all the potential of this beautiful world of superheroes.
Well, we are so excited for your foray into Elseworlds with Green Lantern. I'm a big Green Lantern fan, friends with Jeremy and Tim and Mark and all the creators. Everything I've seen so far, as far as the previews and the art, it looks phenomenal, but very excited to see what you guys do with this character. So congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
We're all in with DC for Comic-Con, so stay tuned for more.
Yeah.